Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Okay, so we're making another new recipe today. Never made it before. It is a keto stuffed meatloaf. I have made many keto meatloaves that we have not liked. I have one and it's on my Facebook page, so make sure you check it out. Susan Serena. It's mini individual, I think it's called cheese meatloaves. I can't remember for sure. So I have a YouTube channel, SM Serena, and I have a Facebook page, Susan Serena. I cook 6 days a week on the Facebook page, so make sure you check me out. All right, guys, I'm gonna wash my hands real quick and we're gonna get started. Okay, so the first thing it says is heat your oven to 350. So let's get that going. Line a rimmed baking sheet with aluminum. Why do we need that for? Line a rimmed baking sheet with aluminum foil. Not really sure why we need that, but hey. If they're telling us, we will do it. Maybe they're not using... All right, guys, those of you who watch know I do not read the recipes ahead of time. So maybe we're not using a traditional loaf pan like I thought we were. Maybe we're using a lined baking sheet or rimmed baking sheet. I really don't know. Kind of curious now. Okay. So we got that rimmed with aluminum foil. Then you had to take 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese, dice it up, which I did. And then it says to stick it back in the refrigerator while we prepare the meat part. So we are at the meat part right now. Place 2 large eggs in a large bowl and whisk with a fork to break up. So let's get our eggs. Hope you're all having a great day. It's been gorgeous here in Pennsylvania for November. Okay, there's our 2 eggs. Let me get a fork and we will get that whisked up. Okay, next step, it says add 1 cup of almond flour. So we have our almond flour. Let me get a knife. And I can never get my bags open. Like it's like a soup-proof thing. Instead of kid-proof, soup-proof. All right. 1 cup of almond flour. So you know if you're keto or low carb, you need to substitute out your flours for coconut flour or almond flour. I am not keto, guys. I am low carb. I've taken off 42 pounds and I've kept it off for a year now. Love low carb. But I do make a lot of keto recipes because they are low carb. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce to this. I just used generic. It's fine. All right. 2 tablespoons. So there's 1, 2. And actually, I'm gonna stir this a little bit. So everything's getting all combined in there. I'll have to get a spoon here in a minute. All right, to that, we are going to add 2 teaspoons of onion powder. So none of this seems very hard so far. I am not a cook. I am not a baker. I try to teach everybody that if you can if you can follow a recipe like I do, you can do this. The goal or the key to success is, and we're gonna do, wait, where are we at? Oh, we need a teaspoon of salt first. The key to success, guys, is to not make 2 meals, one for you and one for your family. And it is to have food that reminds you of the food that you used to eat. And you need a wide variety. If you eat the same food week after week after week, you're gonna get bored and you're gonna fall off. I have a blog with all the recipes I make. I cook 6 days a week, guys. Everything I've made is in that blog, and I tell you if it's good or bad. So that should really help you out. Make sure you friend request me on Facebook, and once we're friends, you can ask for the link to my recipe blog and have access to all of those recipes. Okay, so we did 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, which I tried to put in a few minutes ago. Probably didn't matter, but I like to go in order, so if I get sidetracked, we're okay. And then it's half a teaspoon of black pepper. Just plain old black pepper. And then I'm going to actually get a spoon and stir this rather than this fork. The fork was for whisking the eggs. Well, the spices smell good. It's got some scent to it. Okay, it almost makes it like an oatmeal or a cookie dough consistency at this point. Now we're going to add 2 pounds. Now this is your choice. You can do lean ground beef, pork, or a blend of both. So I have the beef, and I haven't even opened it yet, so let me get that. Mine's fresh from the butcher, so it's in generic packaging. They're 1 pound packs each. So when you get them from the butcher here, they usually have them in packs like this. I don't always get them from the butcher. Actually, I think my mom gifted me with this. It's just way out of my way to get to the butcher, or I would, because you get such better meat. Okay, then it says you're gonna mix with your hands, but don't overwork the mixture. So this is the part I hate, guys. I hate touching meat, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So we're just gonna mix this all in. And again, I've never made this. It could be bad, it could be good. We will see. But I'm all up for trying new recipes, guys. Okay, I think we're good. So that's what it looks like at that point. Try not to touch anything. So it's placed about, oh, we are just doing it we're not doing it in a loaf pan. How do I want to do this? I don't want to contaminate everything. Okay, this is a lot of meat. We're going to shape it into a rough 9 by 5 inch looking loaf, leaving a 1 inch border on the sides. So I'm going to take probably about this much. Because that's about the size of a loaf pan, okay. Then we want to leave 1 inch borders. And then we're gonna dump that cheese in. So I'm gonna wash my hands because I have to touch the fridge to get the cheese out. So hold on a second. That's a downfall of having to touch the meat. You have a lot of hand washing. Okay, so here's my diced 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese. We're gonna fill that all in here. Why is one end of my meat bigger than the other? It's gonna bother me, can you see? It's kind of like real big up here and then it narrows. Okay, we need to fix that because that's gonna bother me. Okay, that's better. I'm happy, that's better. Okay, we're gonna fill it up with these cheese. And I have to say, this cheese looks like potatoes, but honest to goodness, it is cheese. That's a lot of cheese. I'm not really sure why we couldn't just put sliced cheese in there or shredded cheese, but hey, I'm gonna do what the instruction says. Okay, our cheese is in there. Place the remaining meat mixture over the cheese and press into an even layer, completely sealing that mozzarella in there. So, let's get this going. I'm just gonna work it over. Oh, I see some popping out. You know, I'm surprised there's no like diced onion or anything in here. It's kind of like they're just really going for the cheese flavor. Because most of the meatloaves I make, I'll have at least onions in them, not just onion powder. Okay, place the remaining mixture over, completely sealing. So this is what it looks like at this point. And we are going to bake it. Guys, I'm going to do something extra. Hold on a second. I'll wash my hands again so I can touch things. I am going to make mustard, ketchup. I'm going to make a little topping for this. Edie, that's enough. That's my dog. All right. So I'm going to use no sugar added ketchup. So you'd have to play with these measurements because I could be screwing this up royally. I've only made it once this way. The old high sugar way I've made many times. And we're gonna add some brown sugar. Oh, I should show you. Swerve brown sugar. It's a sugar replacement. And then we're gonna add just a tad bit of golden mustard. And then let me stir this up. The hardest part's getting like the little lumps of the brown sugar out of there. Because for some reason, when it hits the ketchup, it wants to lump up. One big lump in there, it's being stubborn. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spread this across just to give it a little flavor, I think. I'm afraid this is going to be a little on the bland side. I don't know. Okay, so